So these we control things container we are discussing these points. Already the automation process is there. Automation levels are there. Okay. So for that, of that, what are the things we need to consider? So from that, the automation with respect to continuous process as with respect to discrete discrete industries can take a measurement. So in order to improve that automation levels. So in that we have gone through regulatory control and feed forward control. Next, steady state optimization. That. So now we have came across that what is feedback controls or feed forward control system. In feed forward control system, we are going to consider a primitive actions or primitive measurements will be taken in order to avoid the error. In order to avoid the error. So here in this state steady state optimization, the open loop control systems uses the performance measures and also uses the optimization algorithms and also uses the mathematical method models. Okay, so in order to determine what are the parameters, input parameters, and also what are the process for driving the system. Okay, so here in this it will be considering all those things, mathematical model process, optimization algorithms, and also we are going to consider what are the two things to determine the input parameters as well as the things to required for the processing of the drive. So all those things it will be taken care of by this steady state optimization. Okay, so what are the input we are giving? So the same with respect to that, the external conditions like it will be there, so which will be having some variation with respect to the with respect to input variations. So all those things it should be taken into consideration. Then we are going to execute the, then we are going to prepare the thing for the driving process. Okay, so from this there will be excellency of the performance will be taken place with respect to a suitable input which has been given to the system, then the suitable output will be coming out from that. So that we are going to call it as a steady state optimization. Optimization means we will be using a different techniques to in order to improve the quantity or the design or machine, whatever it may be. So next, adaptive controls. What is this adaptive controls? So in this adaptive controls, so to overcome the disturbances, to overcome the disturbances, okay, and also which capable of using an feedback control system, and also combining all those what are the things with respect to steady state, what are with respect to disturbances, and also an adaptive control over the feedback control system. So all those are things combined together, and it will be applied over the system. Then with respect to the system, what is the control system it is going on? With respect to that, what is the process it is going on? Then with respect to the thing, what will be the output we are going to get? Okay, from considering the previous step like steady state optimization, we need a control over all those things. We need a control over what are the input it is going. We need a control over what are the process it is going on. We need a control over what is the output or the feedback loop signal it is coming from the output. Okay, so all those things should be get combined in a practice. So the improvement should be made. There are three principles in this: identification function, decision function, okay, and modification function. So in the adaptive control system, we are going to consider three principles functions. One is identification function. Means the current index of the based upon the feedback it is coming out from the system. Then if you go for the decision function, here it will be determining what changes has to be made to improve the performances. What changes has to be made to the improve the performances, and also the what alterations should be made for the input parameters in order to get the a proper output. So that will give decision can be decision function will be carrying out the principle. Then modification function, which implements a decision functions output. Okay, so now so during the process I got some error. then that error is identified. With respect to that error, I am going to take a decision. So and so decision it has to be get made. So in order to avoid that problem. So then the decision function has been made with respect to given input. Then modification function. So with respect to given input, okay, from the decision function, then the system will be taking or implementing or modifying the changes what it has been obtained from the decision function to carry out the or in order to get the required output. So that will be taken place in the adaptive control level. Then online search strategy. Okay, online trust strategy. So it is to improve the objective adaptive control decision adaptive control decision functions, and also some the decision functions are cannot be sufficiently defined. Then with respect to this, it gives the relationship between input parameters and also performance, okay, to take the action. Okay, so online search strategies. So we have came across many strategies for the automation. So how many strategies we came across? We came across 10 strategies. Okay, we came across 10 strategies. So which we required for improvement of this process. For the improvement of the process, the same thing here we are going to take the online search strategies. So from that, if any requirement is there for the taking the improvement of the adaptive controls or improvement of the steady state things. So with respect to previous one, steady state optimizations, and also feed forward control optimization control, and also regulatory control. So all these strategies, it will be if any some sort of things it can be developed with respect to these online strategies. We can make a one decision over that. We can avoid the errors, okay, by considering the trial and error methods in order to obtain the a proper output by using the online search strategy. Then last one is others. So this others means which will be involving learning systems, export systems, networking, artificial intelligence. So I can say again it is an one more updated level. Artificial intelligence and also Internet of Thinking, IoT. So all these things are now combining. Okay, so with respect to the programs, what means I can say with respect to the word others. So it's a continuous process of learning. Okay, with respect to networks, with respect to artificial intelligence, and with respect to some neural networkings. So all those things, it will be having the continuous process has to be get worked or to improve or to implement on the automation system. So these are the different strategies, or these are the different objectives, control objectives for the continuous control system. The first one is regulatory control. Second one is a feed-forward control. Feed-forward control. And the third one is steady strategy control. Next, steady state optimization. Then adaptive control, online search strategy, and others. Then the next one is computer process control. Computer process control.